go. I get it to go.
Yeah,
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots.
The Patriots take over.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 9 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Running from the gun with Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach reached the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Intended for Kenny Galladay. Incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 3, Raiders 0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
A gain of 4.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 9 carries, 54 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Raiders 0.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along, because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jack Doyle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
Jackson now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
And again, Herbert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time was able to make the play defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his man, Boyd. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's the end of the...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Will Lutz.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. You know, despite despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 4.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Raiders.
Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Point conversion.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv, it means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
44-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun. Herbert. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Patriots 30.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down, Las Vegas.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for two, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for two and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Chacha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, Aldrich Rosa set to kick off. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin. At the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run here with Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 38-yard line. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
The straight-ahead running, I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jacobs now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Slow pass to Boyd. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
Las Vegas.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards and the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped. Right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Again, he targets Ridley. This time, it's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
1-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're on knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means
accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. He's got it at the 15. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Running back, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my good.
No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose. This is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Bills.
To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Second and 10.
Here's Cousins. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Cousins pass. Intercepted.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Rosas now to end the PAT. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Cousins. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Cousins. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Connor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 27, Cousins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw it is Cousins. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Throw right side taken in by Pettis.
Cousins pass.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be the... right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Cousins pass. Complete.
Josiah DeGuara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Dan Bailey.
yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 4. It's now
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a backbreaker. as they wind up converting there on fourth. Quick hitter here is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
First and goal at the
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 2nd.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with James. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That makes the score.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Bills, a big offensive explosion, help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Buffalo...
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. How did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Start your week by installing your game plan.